What's another like stereotypically cool thing besides pirates?
We could go back to 2001 and say pirates versus fucking ninjas.
Okay, would you rather be a pirate or a ninja?
Ninja for me.
Why?
Because they're sneaky and cool, and because I'm a weeb.
I would definitely say pirate, because piracy is about just having a good time and chilling and doing what you want, and being a ninja is about being all like disciplined and like sneaking and like murdering people through the toilet and stuff like
Too much responsibility.
We know who's a disciplined one in the relationship.
I'm definitely going ninja. First of all, they're cleaner and they exercise their body. And if they're gonna kill somebody, they at least have the decency to do it behind their back.
Decency? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Right.
I would rather be a pirate because I can get drunk and I can be on the ocean until I die, and that sounds great. Also, fuck you, calling me dirty.
The ocean's scary, man.
I love the ocean.
It's this bottomless thing. It's it's more existentially horrific than outer space, in my opinion.
And it's terrifying. Why I love it.
It's terrifying, but I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, I love the ocean. TBH.
If you've ever been on a boat that's just sailing on a nice sunny day with the wind coming in, you gotta be a pirate. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
If you've ever wanted to stand, have you ever meditated on top of a mountain top while your or whatever ninjas wear blow in the wind?
No, because I'm terrified of heights.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a storm on the
and
water?
And both better.
Coolest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would be a pirate because I'd rather like hang out on like I don't know how much I would like the open ocean aspect of it, but
I would get crazy, I think.
Yeah. But like there's a lot of bad stuff that could happen to you even on a relatively safe voyage across the ocean. But porting in Caribbean docks and drinking and being and that is probably cool.
Being a bad bitch, drinking Bacardi.
Yeah.
Listen, I have some nice rum from the Bahamas.
You don't
just saying, you just sail around the Bahamas over and over again.
You get to stop at islands and go treasure hunting too.
Listen, I'm just saying, as far as historical research goes, the characters in One Piece looked like they were having way more fun than the characters in Naruto.
You're not wrong.
And that's based on history.
I would be a pirate if I could be a One Piece pirate.
All right, since we've bumbled our way through the bare minimum requirement of a weird, stupid question,
as always,
I guess now it is time to start this episode of Teen Titans Roll.
That's pretty good time too, though. We usually fuck around for like 30 minutes.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can
Usually fuck
redo all of
around for 30 minutes and don't find out until like halfway through the episode.
Yeah, it hasn't even been 10 minutes. Wow.
Do I get to redo all my infusions so I have a cloak of the manta ray?
Your other version of you, yeah, sure.
Well, my other version though, yeah.
Oh man, are we getting that
Yeah.
detailed about our pirate selves?
You can. You don't have to.
I just want to have a revolver.
Wait.
All right.
and a
Yes.
flask
You all
made
have
of some kind of piratey material.
You all have guns. You all have swords if you want a sword like rapier or a scimitar or something.
Ooh, yes.
All right. So we start. Let's see. I guess let's just start where we left off last time. The doors get pulled open on the car, and standing over you are a few of your friends, Cyborg, but they're wearing pirate clothes. And Robin said something, away cunt or something, I don't remember.
I did not say that.
No, you didn't say that.
Magic meditate.
So
Why hold this then?
That's it.
So
something like that.
Robin, yeah. So Robin Redblade, your crew starts pulling out these weird folk, one of which looks a lot like Cyborg, who's below decks at the moment. But word's been sent that something's happened and that she should come up, so he'll be up in a moment. But for right now, you're looking at a other weird version of him, and your instinct is to be suspicious and to think this could be some weird spy or changeling from the deep ocean.
Get some ropes, tie him up.
What? Hey,
Get out of that strange dinghy.
Hey, man, what are you doing? Hey, whoa. Robin.
I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna sniff him.
We ain't playing of your crazy role-playing stuff. What are we doing today? What's going on here?
See, I know the real Cyborg is down off this deck. Who are you?
My name is Cyborg. Who's the guy below deck?
Well, you can come out from below deck if you want to and role play yourself and yourself.
Oh no!
That's awesome.
You're giving him too much power.
Meanwhile, Raven chugs her flask, and then goes to grab some ropes.
In this version, is Cyborg a female pirate?
No.
Okay.
He has a version in the image. So Cyborg, from this image that I can see, he's in the back. He's got some. Oh, okay, interesting. He's got like some more.
He's got a hook.
I think he's got a hook. He's got a sword on his back, and like these he's got like a weird eye patch, ocular implant, and a black hat and a black jacket. And his arms and limbs are weird. They're more like gear work.
Oh, he's steampunk.
Clockwork type thing. Yeah, he's steampunk essentially.
Yeah, that would make sense. Are you pulling from the first image I shared?
No,
Okay.
a little bit, but I'm more pulling from, like, if you want to hook, but I'm pulling from that image I sent of this universe, because usually Cyborg is involved. Yeah, usually Cyborg is pretty involved in the Justice League, so he's in that image with the Justice League.
He looks like a badass. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you immediately notice he looks way more badass.
Yeah. I definitely point my arm cannon like, who the hell are you?
All right, and I guess your other self. Do you want to point your arm cannon, which is probably like a transformable like mini cannon, like like Guts shoots like the iron ball like in that anime.
I'm pretty sure it looks like a musket.
Yeah.
My character literally says, "Is that a frickin' musket?" And the other guy's like, "Is that a what material is my arm cannon made out of? It's just some
It's like it's weird. It's like a weird blue reflective, like, I mean,
Chrome metal. Or
like chromatic metal.
Is that a steel chrome arm cannon 2000? The other guy says. Dude, that's sweet. For imposter.
I just go in between them and I look back at both of them and I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So at that point, Gizmo crawls out of the car, and you guys recognize Gizmo, who's part of the part of a bandit gang on the high seas, but he looks different too.
I pull my blade out and hold it to his face.
He's
I
like the
return.
villain.
Okay.
I return with rope.
Whoa. Yeah, tie that guy up. I mean, he's not a killer, but he'll steal from you right quick. He jacked my car.
Tie them both up.
Ah, crap. Hey, can we explain ourselves? I think something's going on
You're
here.
tied up.
I tie them up.
I'm
Okay,
just
are
gonna
you-
throw this out. I'm really freaking strong.
I tie them up with telekinesis. Do I have telekinesis?
Yeah. You do, yes. of
Okay,
course.
I tie them up with that. Good luck outperforming your role.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm
the,
like, wait,
yeah,
Raven's here. Fake Raven.
yes. So Pirate Raven is also okay. So Pirate Raven, what is your pirate name?
Blackbird. Sorry.
Blackbird. Okay. So so Cyborg, and it's just a strength roll. It's not a athletics check.
All right.
For telekinesis.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not invested in winning this, but that wasn't it. Well, that's an 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The rope tightly binds around you like some kind of like strong snake and ties itself off, and you and Gizmo are tied together.
Okay.
And your legs are bound as well. You kind of fall over onto the deck.
Okay. Listen up. I think I'm from another world and dimension, and we opened up a portal by converging two other, what do you call it, Gizmo? Extra dimensional spaces, and we wound up here, and we don't know where we are, but you look just like my friends, only more piratey.
Yeah, Gizmo goes, "Yeah, that's right." And he looks at the crew and he goes, "Yeah, you look like his friends. I can vouch for that. Stupider though."
I step forward, get really close to Cyborg's face, and I smell his breath. And then I get back and I like breathe onto my hand and smell my own breath, and I like grimace, and then I look at the captain. I'm like, well, they're not drunk.
Maybe a bit sea crazy.
Wait, do we have?
I am
wait.
on the like the ship's like netting, just like hanging on, like, and I just am like
Like a monk.
flipping a knife.
Do we have rum here?
Are you a monkey flipping a knife or something? Or
I'm switching between myself and a monkey.
Nice.
So are you guys like the good kind of pirates or the bad kind of pirates?
Depends on who you're speaking to.
That's Beast Boy, that's exactly what you would say. If you were a pirate.
Are we good kind of pirate or bad kind of pirate?
Yeah, what kind of pirate
Well,
are
okay.
we?
Okay, so you guys you serve as a smaller part of Captain Leatherwing's fleet, and you guys travel the seven seas and protect the seven seas, and the people just trying to make do from bandits who would take advantage of the poor situation that has taken over the earth in the last longer than you guys. And so you're pretty good, but you're definitely very chaotic. You've been forced to take lives before, probably. You're not super uncomfortable with, well, I mean, you don't like it, but it happens. In fact, Robin Redblade, you get your name for the sword gifted to you by your captain, Captain Leatherwing. This sword, let's say it is a Vorpal scimitar.
Nice.
Ooh.
You mean Robin doesn't get his sword the normal Teen Titans way by shoving a bunch of vertarangs together?
not this way. But you get this name. Some people, it's intimidating enough to think maybe he get his name because his sword is soaked in blood, but your sword's always been red.
And it's soaked in blood.
Yeah. And and just assume you have like the proficiency and you can treat it like a monk weapon or whatever.
Nice.
So and then
Pirate.
Pirate Beast Boy, what is your pirate name? Let's just go through everyone's pirate names. You have to decide now.
Okay. I am Gangplank Gar, the beast, the green beast, or my enemies call me Gangrene.
That's a lot of names, and all of them are good.
Good.
I'm obsessed with that one.
Listen, his enemies don't
Very
call
good.
him Gangrene. He just says that.
Indeed.
He just says that, and everyone's just like, all right, whatever, man.
Gangrene is so good,
So-
though.
I love Gangrene.
Yeah, it is. Pirate Cyborg, what's your name?
I'm the Chrome Stallion.
I think that's more Western.
Oh.
I think you're thinking cowboy. You got the wrong hatted person.
The Chrome Kraken.
Chrome crack.
Not bad.
It's not bad, no.
Chrome thruster.
Captain Chrome.
Captain Chrome.
But you're not
No, he's
the
captain.
captain.
You can't just name yourself captain.
You already have a Captain Redblade.
First mate. Chrome.
No.
That doesn't ring. Set
And-
the right ring to it.
Keep thinking on it.
What if I was a
Keep
former
workshopping
captain?
it.
Wait, what if I was a former captain before I came underneath Robin?
Well, you
See,
still wouldn't be called a captain.
Ex-Captain
anymore.
Crow.
Ex-Captain Crow.
Formerly known as Captain Crow.
the pirate
That
formerly
sounds
known
like a
as
cereal.
That's it. Okay, the pirate formerly known as Captain Crow.
Also, Starfire, you can float down from the crow's nest where you were keeping a lookout before.
Yes.
To inspect this. And what is your pirate name?
Yes, I am Corey Northstar, known by my friends just as Northstar, and known by my enemies as the Starboard Fire.
Nice.
And unlike the previous Starfire, I've got a bunch of tattoos.
Ooh.
Ooh.
For legal reasons, everyone is drinking root beer, and the tattoos are henna.
Yeah, I just get henna tattoos over and over again. It's like an addiction.
Listen, there's this one place like on a very small island where they like make like temporary tattoos and they hand it out to me.
they just print those shitty stickers.
They're like, just in case in this post-apocalyptic world, anyone who lives in it is underage. Here.
Yeah.
Since we have all these fancy names.
You can't be underage if you're in it. No, never mind.
Since we have all these fancy names, Raven is Blackbird, Scourge of the Seven Seas, but known by her enemies as the Black Plague.
Ooh, that's good. Can we play as these characters instead of the other ones?
I agree. This justifies the fact that I drink during these.
Oh my goodness.
I also do like the fact that we're all playing a fun pirate side story right now, while my actual character is like in hell or something.
Let's just go with something like How about the Steel Defender? That's pretty cool? You know?
That sounds good.
Okay, let's go.
Sure. All right, so
we'll just call you Steel.
Cannonballs.
all right,
Cannonball!
so okay, chill. We're all very excited to be pirates.
Yarr.
So the last thing that you heard. So pirate cyborg.
Yarr.
What do you think? You have kind of generally these similar capabilities as regular cyborg, so you can in those terms it's just less well, it's more steampunk oriented, I guess. Now there are definitely look, there's a freaking space cop on the Justice League ship. So right. So it's not like super science is entirely foreign. It's just that the infrastructure to have it on this planet is pretty shot, but about theories of alternate Earths and stuff. So it's not entirely outside of the realm of possibility.
All right. Yar! We handle this the old way. What's Raven's name?
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
Blackbird. Sorry.
Blackbird.
Blackbird. Release him.
Every time someone accidentally calls Blackbird Blackbeard, she grows a beard for a second. And then
I take a drink. It's like a drinking game to her.
Blackbird, release this imposter.
You are not the captain.
I take another drink.
So you have to ask, convince Robin. It's definitely even stronger. The ranking is even stronger in this universe with all the danger and stuff.
Captain, we need handle this the old way. Release the prisoner, and he will undergo the rite of testing.
What is this rite of testing? You make these things up on the fly, Cyborg. You gotta run this past me first.
An ancient art whereby two mighty men face each other in a duel, where they test each other's metal as well as their metal, and find the reality of the other one's truth and muscle.
Okay.
I clear my throat loudly and eye at Blackbeard. Blackbird.
If you blow a hole in my ship again, you'll be tied up with them.
Yar! It was just the one time.
Put him in night in the brig.
One time, because I've been hard on you recently. You'll get this one last fun thing. Throw him overboard if you need to.
Yar!
Release the metal man.
All right. The Steel Defender takes off his shirt. and he walks up to Cyborg and gives him a dead stare, and then gets in a sumo stance.
Okay, you're gonna sumo yourself?
Almost, maybe. The first,
right.
we stare each other down intensely, and then I flex, and we make an opposed charisma check.
This is good. I like this.
Okay.
I think we have the exact same stats, so
yes.
I'm just gonna say this is a strength roll.
Well, why did you say it was a charisma roll?
Charisma.
Then?
Sorry, charisma. My bad. All right.
You gotta roll opposing charisma rolls against yourself.
The first one is for Cyborg. He got a natural 20. The Steel Defender rolled a 19 for 24.
Oh.
Wow. So it's extreme.
We both just flex ridiculously with a glint in each other's eyes. And we feel shockwaves of power roar over
And
the two of
passion.
us.
Yeah, and so basically you both come out of it really respecting each other. Steel what's it? You just you respect the hell out of this strange advanced tech that he has. But Cyborg, you respect what he's been able to do with like these like weird like electrically connected like gear things. It's very good. And you're like, myself. Not bad.
I the steel defender then rises his arms up and plows his elbow down onto the deck, and Cyborg repeats, and we lock arms in a mighty arm wrestling contest. Yar!
Okay,
all right.
Roll opposed strength check.
Okay, first is for Cyborg. That's a 7.
Oh no!
Oh, he also got matched by a 7. You're equally matched.
Okay, so you're equally matched. So what happens is after that display of like
Sorry, I'm
weird
letting
self homoeroticism, you get into this stance, and so steampunk cyborg, because of like the natural like limitations of in comparison of your like steampunk parts, but then you cyborg, because you're not treated for like long-term like seawater wear and tear, your arms both like pop off and fall off in a heap. and the rest of you guys are standing there pretty much like, yeah, these people are the same fucking person.
We both look kind of ashamed at ourselves and like, oh, that happened. And then I grab my arm throat, put it back on, and rise up. And the third challenge. And I just kind of take out a data cable, and we link data cables. And and then we stare each other down as we play an intense game of Pong inside of our mind space.
Okay, so you guys are essentially scanning each other and playing Pong.
So that's an intelligence opposed check.
All right, if you want to do that as well, you can do an opposed.
That's first one Cyborg. It's a 9. Second one is for the Steel Defender, who barely wins out. Ding 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 ding.
Okay, you beat him in Pong. Yeah, even though like copies of like basically only data copies of Pong have survived catastrophe. So you're just a little better at Pong than he is.
It's all I have to do.
It's the only video game that you have access to.
Robin leans over to Blackbird. How hard would it be to throw them both overboard?
Not that hard.
I'm just like hanging from the rafters, and I'm just like cackling at them.
We then both rise up to full heights, nod at each other, and lock arms. Rah! Brothers! Yar! Yeah,
okay.
Man! Yeah! Brothers!
All right.
This man is a fair match, and he has the power of the strength in the old ways.
Okay. So with all that, do you want to say that you did, when you did the intelligence contact, like the cable connection, that you did anything useful in terms of scanning each other?
I feel like Robin should ask that.
Robin doesn't want to know.
Like, no, someone's like, did you?
I don't want to know what you scanned of each other. That's
Okay,
your own.
so
yeah, okay, probably there was some kind of identity checking each other's ID cards and all that.
Well, yeah. So you were connected to each other's systems. So go ahead and each of you roll Arcana checks
Okay.
to see what you can read of the others. This gives you a chance, like one of you could succeed if one of the other one doesn't, and then learns.
All right, this is for Cyborg. That's a 23, and this is for the Steel Defender. It's an 18.
Okay. So Cyborg then, while you're scanning the Steel Defender systems, you're trying to figure out the portions that connect, like the computer portion of his brain and the nerve ending connections are more or less really like close in sophistication to your own. It's just that some of the tech it's weird. It's less that it's like primitive. It's just that it's better in some ways. Like it's a parallel development along a kind of like a gear steampunk oriented route of technological development, as opposed to like, something focused on like minute cybernetics and like computer chip development. A lot of the things like operate off of like nerve connection to the prosthesis and like of electrical input, and then like the arm moves in articulated ways, but it's pretty sophisticated for that. So the other thing you sense though is that there's something strange. You're scanning on a lot of different frequencies, and there's something odd. You're getting a strange sonic reading off of him, and now that you're aware of it, you can scan like the other people around and the area around you, and there's this weird like frequency that you pick up on the kind of on this sonic wavelength that you scan your own readings, and you notice it because it's inconsistent with your own readings.
So we're like detecting different things, is what you're saying, from the environment?
Well, so basically when you scan the world around you and these people, there's like a different, you'd say it's almost like a vibrational frequency than yourself.
Oh, yeah, something is just different, like not quite human, or not like just a barely uncanny valley effect of just something is different about life and the world and everything.
Basically, it is in very scientific terms a vibe.
Yes. The Cyborg is like, dude, this guy is me. Oh gosh, Superman's teats, where have I gotten to?
Gizmo just goes, "Did you really just say Superman's teats?"
Hey, I've met God. I'm not going to refer to his teats.
Okay.
Defender, what did you find out?
Yar, this he is something else, but I think he's me. I don't know what it means.
What about the small one?
A small one? He looks like a damn idiot and a traitor, but he's also something else.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Aye.
Perhaps we should bring him to Old Leather. Have him sort this out.
Old Leather. I guess we should go with that.
You guys
did Steel Defender have that accent before?
I don't know. I just trying to ignore so many things right now. So as you're discussing this, so Captain Leatherwing's ship is probably on another hemisphere at the moment, so it'd take a while to get to him, and you guys at the God, ship terms, at the steering wheel, at the controls,
Helm.
some like weird
Helm
steampunk like tuning fork technology starts going ring ring ring, and it's basically you guys is like early um like uh uh geothermal activity indicators. Basically, a tsunami, another hyper tsunami is probably forming. So you guys will probably want to take to shelter before that happens.
Okay, enough of this. I'm going to the helm. Get the mainsail up. Get that jib going.
So you
Yarr!
guys sail. You sail off. I respect deeply the ship terminology for preparation, but in this instance, it's a little more like you guys activate the Atlantean tech augmentations to the ship. This capsule forms around the ship, and you guys submerge down under the sea
Ooh.
and head to the cave systems in the mountains in the North American and Canadian mountain range. Or what once was long ago. You guys make your way down under the sea. You still need to hide inside these caves because even under the water, the strong currents ravage much of the underwater world. Only certain places in the depths of the old sea are safe, even for the Atlantean people. It seems when this disaster hit, which first seemed like it would provide superiority for the undersea kingdoms, that it was still treacherous to come to what was once the land above. But you guys get into, so you sail through the ocean, and Cyborg, you see as they go through fish and aquatic life swimming by, but quickly things like creatures start to duck into caves and small caverns. It seems that this portion of the ocean that was once the land above is kind of a dead region because the ocean currents, someone can explain to you, just ravage it so brutally. And you see the remnants of the cities that once were the skyscrapers, just barely, most of them not even at their full height and ravaged and windows broken and just ruins beneath the water. You guys make your way into these cave systems and then come out in this like air pocket. And there in this air pocket, there's like a little, there's a port. It's full of like fish people, Atlantean citizens, and also overworld people, because this is basically there's two routes to survival in this world. You can learn enough about the hyper hurricane routes and the mega tsunami routes to avoid them, but that's usually just a question of how long you're lucky. Or if your ship is equipped with Atlantean tech, you can, or some equivalent, you can dive below to the underwater cavern systems. And so this is basically like a port,
Right.
big supply port, but it's like an underwater cave, like mountain cave network.
Holy crap! I need this technology. I gotta know how you guys make submersibles like this. I'm getting all kinds of new ideas for our craft.
All right. Well, so you, Steel Defender, can respond and inform yourself that basically the most advanced tech in the world is Atlantean tech. which also combines some functionality with Atlantean magic. But it's not super like basically what is necessary is given out to the air breathers because I mean it's being spread pretty thin amongst all the surviving non-Atlanteans, non-sea folk. And so basically they give like a submersible augmentation to ships that they're allied with, and that the world rests very much on the mercy of the Aquaman, King Arthur of Atlantis. I think his name's Arthur.
It is.
Yeah, it is. I just didn't want to be stupid. Yeah. So basically, that's kind of the arrangement, pretty much. There are islands, but only a few of them, few chains of what was once the old mountains, exist along pathways that aren't resubmerged constantly by the mega tsunamis.
Yar, ye be having to talk to the king before you get to an exchange of information and technology.
It's you.
Yeah.
You're the guy you're talking to.
Wait, what?
If you're waiting for somebody to answer, it's you.
Wait, I thought it was old leather straps or whatever that we were going to see.
No. He's not here right now. He's on like another hemisphere portion.
That's what I mean. You'll have to talk to that guy before we.
No.
Oh.
So okay, Captain Leatherwing is Batman.
Oh.
And he goes around on a Justice League-esque ship with a Green Lantern who's like a young Chinese boy or something.
Sorry, I mean, you'll be having to talk to the Leatherwing.
Superman. And Superman in like a British coat.
Yeah. Ye be having to talk to old Leatherwing before we can exchange our technology. Yar.
You're still wrong. You still got it wrong. You have to talk to Aquaman.
He's got to talk to King Arthur.
Yar.
And there goes that accent too.
Yar.
Yeah. All right.
Meanwhile,
so,
I am climbing all over his car.
Yes. This strange vehicle. You guys have seen ruins of vehicles that looked like this. Washed up on island shores, or well, no, that would be like impossible unless. But these old cars in the deep sea. There was the vehicles that people used before the tides rose, for good, and so basically you kind of know a little bit, but it's like ancient, mysterious history. Because there's obviously no reason for a car to exist.
We're sort of poking at it, and I hit a button, and it starts playing music, and I'm like, "Yar, it sings!"
Nice.
I kind of float over, intrigued, and I'm also like taking sips while also looking at things with you guys.
Yeah, man. Jack Johnson's the shit.
Okay. So you have some time here now in these underwater caverns. The two cyborgs have noticed this vibrational difference between the two of them, and between indeed them and Gizmo, and them and the car. So you could try to study that a little bit more with weird science shit if you want to.
Yar.
While you're in this port.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that. We get out little, attunement rods and start testing the vibrational frequencies of various things, and kind of taking. Do you have the same atoms as us? Taking kind of microscopes and looking at little things. So yeah, we're definitely exploring that.
Yeah, for sure. So go ahead. I mean, this is mechanically the same as as you guys rolling with it, as you rolling with advantage, but you could also think of it as the two of you rolling separately.
Right.
In either case, roll twice and take the better result of Arcana.
Okay. That is a 31 for
Ooh.
with a natural 20, which was
Amazing.
the Steel Defender I always have go second, so he did the higher.
Okay. All right. Wait, is that just one roll though?
No, that one of them got a 1, one of them got a 20.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see that. So interesting. So that's very interesting. It seems that you're just kind of Cyborg, you're just kind of tired and you're not really understanding this weird vibrational difference. But this version of you, the Steel Defender, his mind is awake and fascinated with these weird differences. And by asking Cyborg questions about what he knows from his world about science and sonics, like basically sonics, basically the one of you who is newer to like the study of like the science of sound and vibrations, because of like your youth, I guess, basically beginner's luck, your youthful interest in this field basically cause you to point out theories that the other one, the regular Cyborg, never had thought of before. And basically you guys seem to realize, well, so you do a lot of studies about like, are the laws of physics the same in this universe? Is the laws of, vibrational frequency the same? Chemistry, you go through the sciences, but you keep coming back to this difference in these vibrational wavelength. And you basically discover that your two universes exist on a different vibrational wavelength than the other. And that is why the new visitors have a different vibrational wavelength. And if you could replicate, if you could rectify the difference between the two in a localized spatial distortion, you might be able to make a portal to a source point on a different vibrational frequency.
Oh. When they start talking gadgetry and all this and saying, hey, we can coordinate the differences between the two worlds and possibly make a connection. Yes. Yes, Grimbeard. Mumbles a lot to himself. Man, you mumble a lot, don't you, in this world? Yar, I do.
All right. So you are excited for this. However, what you soon discover when laying out plans to build this portal is that most of the components, the internal components, will have to be from will require a certain tech level that doesn't seem to exist, at least here on amongst these titans on their ship. The only source of that is your car, Cyborg. You'd basically have to cannibalize it to turn it into a passageway back home.
Yeah. I take out my pet, my baby. I think your mama's gonna be donating a few more parts to science.
What? No, dude, the car does not cry.
No, my little. You remember I created a little.
Oh, the awake the alarm system. The alarm system, basically, as an alarm system, it just like randomly like cries like a baby, but like also like an alarm every once in a while, like
It's okay. It's okay. Look, she's fulfilling her purpose. I wish I could be half as useful to the world as she is being.
So, are you going to begin the long process of building this portal?
Yeah, that's gonna start.
All right. So the process begins, and the Steel Defender version of yourself helps you. But before we get too far into that, let's go to our other group.
Oh, thank
So
God! I
back
needed to go
in...
get some booze. Hold on. Go on.
Okay. All right. So Prime Earth. So basically, you guys were just recently discussing these things. You got these talisman from with these frequencies from another universe, from other universes, from John Constantine, or well, just signed JC. So you know, yes, and you were discussing things, and you have this equipment from Cyborg, that you got to scan the crime scene or the disappearance scene, Robin. And you just had the thought about your friend Wally, who could maybe help you.
Mm-hmm.
So you thought you'd give him a call. So are you going to do so?
Yes, I was stepping away to give him a call.
Yeah.
Bring.
Shoot. All right, you call on the communicator. I don't know what sound the communicator, if the communicators make a in-canon sound. No, that's impossible. God, I wish I were doing a re-roll of that.
Same.
There's always just things I want to do. So you call, and the phone, the communicator, it rings a couple times and then picks up, and you hear this voice go, hey Dick, hey, what's up, man?
I got a thing along your, seems like a little bit kind of your specialty. Picking up a difference in vibrational frequency.
He's like, vibrational frequency. He's like, well, he says, I could maybe tell what the readings mean. It's not really my specialty. I'm more a chemist. Sorry. And then he kind of orders something, and he says, sorry, I'm in Tokyo right now. I was just in line for sushi. Do you need me?
Yeah, we kind of lost Cyborg and Starfire.
Shoot. That's
mainly Starfire.
That's crazy. Okay. Oh, well. He goes, oh, well, that's really bad then. Oh man, he's like, man, sorry I'm so far away. It'll be longer till I get there.
That's
and
okay.
Then
can you bring me some sushi?
He goes, oh yeah, sure. And then there's this,
Robin just kind of puts his hand out.
Yeah, and he puts some sushi into your hand.
Thanks.
He goes, oh, sorry, I forgot a plate. And then he's like, hold on. Here you go.
Thanks,
and then he, like, at super speed, he eats the sushi that he has on his plate with his chopsticks. Like, he's like, hey, and he goes, Robin, and he gives you a big hug.
I'll take it. It's been a long day.
Yeah, so for the rest of you guys, Raven and Beast Boy, this person you have not met before, you probably know about in reputation, just appeared like with a flash of like a streak of like yellow and red, and gave Robin a hug.
What? No way.
Team.
He goes, yes way.
Can I shake your hand?
he goes, as you say, can I like shake your hand? He's already shaking your hand.
I shrug this off as just a regular Tuesday.
Team, if anybody doesn't know Kid Flash, is Kid Flash.
He's like, hey team, I've been really wanting to meet the rest of Robin's team since he struck out on his own. As he's talking, he's kind of like he's like looking you guys up and down and like blitzing from space to space. He's like, ooh, I like this cape. He kind of he's holding on to like the end of your cape now, like very suddenly, Raven. He's like, ooh, I love this color. This is great. And then he's like, hey, and then he like zooms back over to Beast Boy. He's like, wait, can you really turn into any animal?
Anything. Yep.
Whoa, any animal.
Make a request. What you want?
He goes, cheetah, hedgehog, gerbil. He just like starts like really fast, like flying through animals as fast as he can.
I try and transform to everything that he says, but like I get like discombobulated and confused, like while he's like saying them so fast.
Yeah, you're very rapidly like 3 animals behind.
Yeah, it makes me a little dizzy.
He's like, oh, that's so cool. And he goes, so basically, Robin, you could tell he's getting a little ADHD distracted.
Wally.
Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. Science stuff. And he like grabs the scanner out of your hand, and then he like zips from point to point around the space and starts scanning. He goes, yeah, definitely some differing vibrational frequencies. If I had to guess, oh boy, interdimensional portal?
Not no time travel?
He goes, I'm not picking up any signs of that, although different universes usually exist on a different point along timelines, or sometimes they're in the same point, but they're so different you can't really tell the difference. And well, there's also this very interesting theory. He's basically
okay. Focus a little bit.
Oh, so yeah. Uh-huh.
Is there any way to tell what dimension they went to?
He says, well, with these readings, I could try to track a trajectory. He says, and then he also sees the talisman that Raven's holding in his hand. He goes, whoa! And he quickly, he like zips forward, and like he has like that one that's that like glass tube with the living lightning in it. And he goes, oh, well, I can already tell you what this is.
What's that?
He goes, that's definitely Speed Force energy. What are you guys doing with it?
I think that's where Starfire is.
He suddenly kind of like stops. He finally slows down a little bit. And goes, oh. Says, ugh. He kind of puts his hand on his head. Robin, I'm real sorry. He says, that's probably not a good time for her.
That's why she's the priority. If that's a Speed Force, is that something that you can handle?
He says, well, he says, I think so. It's kind of rough though, man. It's like, he goes, okay, so basically, think of it like an extra dimensional space that's like the embodiment of the concept of forward motion through time, velocity, speed, if you will. It's what allows me and people like my mentor to travel so fast without negatively influencing the world around us. We basically get to cheat when it comes to the laws of physics. he says, "Your friend, Tamaranian, right? They're
Yeah.
capable of interstellar travel, so she could survive a little while in there. But
How does time move? She's been in there for a little bit at this point.
She goes, yeah, how long?
Do I know
You can
around
give a
how
general.
long?
Yeah, you kind of know around how long.
Kind of give him a general idea.
He goes, okay, well, we need to hurry then. He says, but here's the problem. He says, I can get there, but I don't know if I'll be able to have enough energy to break back out again with her or otherwise. He says, if there were a way to kind of loosen the distance a little bit between the dimensions, then I might have the strength to pull her out. Basically, I only have the strength to get in or to get out.
Well, what can we do to loosen the distance?
Well, so I will say that Raven, you kind of know with these focuses for the plane shift spell, you could try to basically like not fully cast it like in terms of traveling yourself, but you could kind of, as he says, weaken the barrier between this dimension and that one for a brief moment. But it would be an infinitesimally small portion of time. And then if you did that, you wouldn't have like, so basically I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I wrote it or not, but given it's a 7th level spell, I'm pretty sure at this stage you can only cast that once a day. So if you did that, you guys wouldn't be going to get Cyborg and Gizmo anytime soon.
Okay, I relay all of that information over because that's too hard to repeat.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So basically, you think you can get him there, and then if you can get him there, but it's like a very small like window of time. That's what you're worried about. You're kind of like, how is he gonna get through this very brief like shift of density in the universe?
I kind of explain all of that, and then I look at Kid Flash and I'm like, so are you fast enough?
He goes, oh, am I fast enough, sister?
I mean,
He
like,
goes,
really fast.
he leans in and he goes, I'm not quite sure, to be honest, to be completely humble with you, but I'm gonna try.
Should we call?
She's like, mm-hmm, and nods because that's kind of what she expected.
Yeah.
Is this going to be too dangerous? Should we call the Flash?
He throws up his hands. He goes, and he kind of like he leads you a few steps away. He's like, come on, Robin. He goes, look. He like pulls you aside for a second. Look, Dick, this is why we broke away from our old mentors. Getting stuffy. I can do this.
Just trying to motivate you. And I kind of smirk at him.
He goes, he kind of like punches you in the arm a little bit. That's Robin I know. He goes, all right. So he starts like stretching, like really fast, starts stretching, does some sit-ups, does some push-ups. It's like, okay, all right, bird girl, you what? Go ahead, start casting it.
I tell him to focus, and I make sure that he's focused for the moment, not super ADHD, and then I cast.
Yes, he seems to be hyper focusing on this thing. You cast the spell, and for this brief moment, it's almost too short a period of time for you to be able to even sense. But the portal, like there's basically this like flux in in the space in front of you starts to happen. And for a moment, it's like that flux, which is transparent. It just looks like the buildings and like the air itself is like distorting, like the image of the world before you is like distorting. There's this brief moment where the transparency seems to reveal something else, this like energy, this reddish and yellowish like flow of electricity just for a brief second. And Wally runs away. And you're all standing there like, and then he runs past you guys. Just as like a flash, so to speak. And then again. And then again. Faster and faster and faster and faster until at this final moment when you just feel like it's about, like, it's like less than a second, but definitely, where you feel like you're going to lose that weird, the difficult aspect of like partially holding this tear or this thinning of reality. He bursts through it. And there's this feeling as you're holding onto the spell of it being like ripped out of your hands. And you guys see this tear in reality break through and then dissipate completely with a crackle of yellow lightning. So, Starfire.
Yes.
You recently started to bleed out of your ears and most of your pores.
Okay.
On your face.
Mm-hmm.
So that isn't great.
It's rather unpleasant.
And your mind is like, you're so exhausted, your mind is starting to go. You don't know how long you've been here. It feels like years. But it's not like you could spend that whole time thinking about anything other than really just how bad the situation is. But as you look, go ahead and roll perception for me.
First roll of the night, boys. Perception is...
Well, no, Cyborg rolled a bunch against himself.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I mean, first roll for me. Okay. 2 to perception.
Oh, my God. Wow. You rolled a 1. That was really just to see if basically if I could give you a natural 20 or just give you what I plan to give you already. So not the worst thing for you to not roll well.
Okay.
All right, so you are flying. You've been mostly feeding off of the reverberations of your own voice through time.
Mm-hmm.
And that worked for a while. That worked as sort of how you wanted, like a perpetual feedback loop.
Yeah.
But eventually, some weird things started happening. You started hearing your own voice grumbling, saying really negative things. What are you trying to do? Basically, like, you're deluding yourself.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, but I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realize time isn't flowing linearly in this place. And it becomes a negative feedback loop as you hear these things being said. You think, what? I didn't say that. That's BS. Like, why is it, am I hearing my voice discouraging me? I didn't do that. And then a few moments later, you would start to grumble and complain.
Yeah.
And then you realize that's when it happened.
It was a self-fulfilling prophecy,
yeah. Yeah. And so no matter how much you try to be positive towards yourself, there are also voices of future selves that do fail in that regard and deliver negative discouragement. So
thank you for the therapy.
You are struggling against this. and your mind starts to blur and your vision starts to fade. You feel like you just can't take this anymore, even though you're forced to continue going forward, that there is that you can't. And even if it rips you apart, you just have to rest. But then your mind focuses on those strange visions in the wall of energy that you saw before, visions of your team and differing situations. Some you've recognized, some you don't recognize, some ending up in ways that they didn't in your reality, and others uh uh and others that you do see the results that you expected. But you, as you're looking, and you're not sure because your mind is slipping a bit, but you see Jump City, and you see this reality where you see this kind of like, it's like you flying over Jump City, and down below there's just like this mass, this horde of like things that look like insects, but there's this metallic clanking, and you do see these red robotic lights, strange little robots flooding the city, consuming it. And you see another version of reality with this, and just more and more. Something has gone very wrong.
Yeah.
And is bending fate towards a strange attack on Jump City. You see down below in this room, this man, this warforged man, he building robots, saying, "I will free it. I will free Jump City of all the biologicals."
Oh no.
And you see, suddenly you just start getting flashes of these different realities. They're no longer just in the wall of that was next to you, but they're like flashing into your mind. The energy is coursing through you as you start to slow down. The energy like basically starts hitting you like a point of least resistance. The flashes of lightning start hitting you, and with each one that strikes you as you struggle not to slow down, there's these flashes of these different timelines. You see you see Plastic Man trying to like fight this horde of uh of robots that are swarming through the streets of Jump City, but he starts to become overwhelmed. And you see Agent Morgan turn around, and she and yell, "You have to find them! You have to find them! The children!" And then you see this flash. You see this young girl smiling and laughing with a blonde ponytail, and then you see a flash of her with this horribly installed ocular implant, and like she starts firing lasers out of it. And then you see this young boy, in fact you think you recognize him, a young boy in a baseball cap, and he has a prosthetic arm, and but then
Kyle!
you see and then you see a version of him, a flash of another timeline. You see the version of him, and he has multiple prosthetic arms, and they are big, and he is larger. It's basically just like this big mecha version of him. It's just his head, and he's like punching down.
Cyberpunk.
He's
He got
punching
chromed
down.
up, man.
He got chromed.
Cyber
He's
something.
punching down. Okay, he's punching down buildings and stuff, and they are on the side of the machines that are flooding Jump City, and rising up on this spire, you see that man again who was in that sewer room before, and he says, all biologicals must be enhanced, must be no more. And he's like rising up on like this massive spire of like robots and looming over the city. And then just when you think your body can't take this place anymore, and your mind can't take these visions anymore, you feel this pair of hands kind of grab you from under the arms, and you turn and look, and you see this person. He has an arm around you, and he is running. He's just running there in the middle of this place. How could anything that runs move this fast, you think? And he turns and looks at you, and he's like a streak of time as his body, some versions of his face turn and look at you and try to say some encouraging words, but then there's multiple layerings of him that make the whole thing confusing, forward and backwards through time. But eventually you guys start to sync up, and his voice becomes more clear, his face becomes less blurred through time, and you see this smiling face, this infectious optimism. You see this boy in this costume, this yellow and red costume, and he has open to the air through the top of his mask this shock of like reddish brown hair, and he's smiling. He goes, "Hey Star, good to meet you. Come on, we just gotta push a little harder. You can do it."
I focus all of my strength in going as quickly as possible.
All right, and you guys start to push, and as you do, this nature of him starts to bolster you, and it's more than he's just pushing you along, helping you be faster. You get this sense whenever you've thought about wanting to burst forward and catch up to the bad guy, 1,000 things would go through your head about igniting the atmosphere, creating a sonic boom, or just losing control and flying through a dozen skyscrapers that always stopped you. Cough, cough, the voice of the DM. But now you have this feeling. Suddenly this place around you, it isn't trapping you. It isn't holding you back. It's pushing you forward. It's pushing you past the limitations of speed, of velocity. And you two rush together into a singularity and then break through. The rest of the team on Prime Earth, the instant whoa,
What does that sound?
I'm getting weird I'm getting weird sounds from Robin, and his mute was like blinking back and forth at like the speed of...
Yo, I was watching that. I was like, what the heck is going on with that?
Little distortions going on here.
The Speed Force coming through.
Speed Force is coming through. It actually sounded like a fast, like...
Oh, I might keep that audio as like footfalls. miles.
I know. I was like, what the heck was that? I was watching it. I was like,
sounded like fast running. No joke.
perfect timing for it then.
So, the instant that Wally broke into that portal, another tear in reality rips back through, and tumbling out of it and skidding along the street, you guys see Wally panting, exhausted, and Starfire on her hands and knees, with just like an expression of complete shock on her face.
And then I throw up.
Yeah, definitely. The experience of like constant eternal motion and then lack of that is like some kind of differential.
Yeah.
That I'm not even going to try to quantify psychologically or otherwise.
It's a throw up.
It's a throw up. That's a fair assessment.
In that fast, Robin's like by her side holding her hair.
Well, she has shorter hair this time, but yeah,
well, yeah. That's you still want it out of the way.
Yeah, I sort of after I'm done that, I look up at Robin and I stand up and I squeeze him.
I squeeze back. It's good to see you back.
I don't know where I've been. Is Cyborg is Cyborg okay?
He's still somewhere else.
We'll find him.
He's not in there, is he?
No,
I don't think so.
Not from what John seems to think.
Many terrible things have happened to me, but I have seen something. I have had the vision.
What did you see?
There were machines rising up all over the city and crawling and dominating, emerging from beneath the ground. I don't know when. When I pass out.
I catch her.
I run up and I make sure she's okay, and if she needs like cure wounds or something.
Yeah, I stumbled on the concept of time and then just kind of broke a little bit.
Aw.
Yeah. So as you faint in Robin's arms, the camera kind of pans over to the other talisman that is hanging in Raven's hand, the one with the swirling tsunami, and the skull and crossbones. And then it shifts back to our pirate party. Pirate party. Oh, it's a pirate party. You guys are probably having a pirate party.
Yarr.
Yeah. So eventually, this port that you guys are in, you're able to exit again as the tsunami passes, and sometime later, the work through that period of time continues for the portal. Cyborg and Gizmo helps the two cyborgs along. He seems that despite after a few days time in this universe, it seems that he finally puts aside some of his crabby attitude, and tries to help earnestly. And with the help of you guys, after about a week's time, you do complete the conversion of the car into this portal. You're ready to power it up to see if it works. Although, yeah, and so to see that, go ahead and give me a straight Arcana check. This is something of complexity that even multiple people working together, it affords you a single check.
All right, I think I'm gonna pour everything I have into this. It's been several days, hasn't it?
Yeah, so basically, it's almost been
Hey,
a week at this point.
I have
There've
resources.
been some. There've been, yeah, you've collected some resources, some Atlantean tech, to help, but it mostly requires the parts from the car, converting, basically this, taking it apart and reshaping and reconfiguring the power source of the car into something that will generate a vibrational field in the proper size of a portal for you and Gizmo to go through. As you guys have sailed along, you've encountered a few ruffians or stops, even if it's just you've watched as this version of the Titans would sail along a massive galleon generational ship that houses like a city worth of people, and people of children who were born on the ship, and old men who are reaching the point where they may pass away on the ship.
I'd make a really good Waterworld joke right now if I had ever seen Waterworld.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone had ever seen Waterworld. So, but basically, this big ship, and you see this version of the Titans sail up beside it, and also probably y'all's ship is probably called the Titan or something. But deliver supplies to these people on this ship, and join on their journey. Join for a few days to protect against bandits. You guys see some black flags on the horizon, but with the escort of the Titan, they don't even try it. And so you just kind of live life as you're working on the portal for a while with this version of the team. Familiar, but weirdly different. But still good people, just like the friends that you know. So,
it's uncanny.
Yeah. At the end of that time, go ahead and give me that Arcana check.
All right. Fiddling, da-da-dun-dun-dun. Me and Steel Defender turn to each other, and he says, "Yar, here we go, friend. If this works, you'll be long gone." Yeah, man. It's been a trip. Let's boot this baby up.
Gizmo just goes,
hurry. It's like, just kiss already so we can leave.
Well, one of them should probably roll to blush. Okay, I'm rolling.
I'm gonna tackle the new cyborg, and I'm like, no, he has to stay. I like them both. I want two friends.
Oh, my little green buddy. I'm fond of you too, but people have to be where they're meant to be, and I have a world that needs protecting, just like you have a world that needs protecting. We have our duties that we have to perform, and I can't abandon that duty. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do. Wait, if there's two of you, is there two of me?
Oh, definitely. He's a badass dude who can turn into anything, but I have to say, he doesn't have the same style as you do.
Yeah, I'm wearing like a purple and white striped like shirt, and like I've got like daggers, and my clothes is all like like shredded, and
my Beast Boy's a straight up dweeb. You're awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm the best. By the way, the whole entire time they were repairing the car, I feel like I was like pranking, like hiding the tools and like trading them between them, and just like kind of just like hanging around.
Yeah. All right, I'm
Nice.
rolling this. Dun dun dun.
All right.
Oh, not bad. 27.
27. All right. I wanted at least a 25.
Oh,
so-
good. I was
All right.
interested to see what would happen if I failed, but this is good.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. So with this, you input some commands into the side portion of this archway. And you hear what was once the engine of your car purr to life one more time in a new way. And there's this harmonic resonance, and that resonance creates this blue portal that generates in the archway. And it seems energy levels are consistent. You've got location. You've programmed in the general location of Jump City for your return. And yeah, that's appropriate. Temporal readings are correct. You don't think you'll arrive at the wrong time. And energy readings are stable. You wouldn't want to keep it too long. You don't know how long it could stay open. So you're going to want to make your goodbyes pretty quick.
Oh, it's working! Oh, we are geniuses! Look, guys, I gotta go. It's been a trip meeting you guys. I wish I could stay. Gosh, a piece of me wishes like it could stay forever. I turn towards my little my alarm system creature. I'm assuming that spell doesn't last forever.
No.
Oh, I wish I could leave it behind.
It goes, "No, master, please take me to the birthplace of my mother."
Oh, okay. Well, I know. All right.
I don't want to fucking stay here.
I don't say that out loud. I wish I could, but anyway, I wish I could leave a piece of me behind, but alas, you'll have to settle for someone who is equally amazing to me, the Steel Defender. May you defend this world strongly to your dying breath, even if it comes to that. But I hope that your life in technology is long, and that your quests are always successful. Goodbye, fair friend. Goodbye, dear friends.
I pass my flask over to Cyborg and offer up some rum to him, and I say, "Cheers, matey."
Cheers. I take a swig of it. What? No, he's just letting me have a swig of it, not actually giving me it.
I pull out a second flask.
Yeah! I take a swig of it, and I pocket the rest to study later.
Rum? Okay.
North Star continues her stint of being strong and silent, having never spoken to Cyborg at all, and just nods faintly in his direction.
All right.
I look at North Star and I say, "Hey, if this world's anything like this world, you should totally hit on that guy." And I point towards Robin. He's pretty cool.
I shrug.
I crack up laughing, like a crazy laugh, and I just say, "Cheers to that."
Cheers to that!
Right.
Yeah!
Goodbye, all.
So Robin's just sitting with his back against the mast, and he just kind of gives him a wink to that last comment and gives him a 2-finger salute.
All right.
All right, me
Cyborg,
mateys.
do you
Wait,
go
do I get it?
through?
Wait, hold up. Did I at
Yes.
least get like a hat or pirate garb from here? Please tell me I come back decked out.
I mean, you've been here like weeks. I don't know. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, you could have some spare sets of Steel Defender's pirate hat and such?
Oh no, I want something more stylish than that guy.
Okay, yeah, you could have gotten something while you were in the cave ports.
Yeah, you want like a big like flowing Captain Hook coat or something.
Big feather hat.
Feather hat, yeah.
I don't know if red's my style. Black and blue are probably the way to go.
Well, yeah, like a
yes.
coat that's like that but blue.
Yeah, yeah, I'm totally down for that. I look hella spiffy.
Yeah,
All right. All right. So you're going through the portal?
Yes.
All right. You step through the portal, and Gizmo goes,
Finally, turns around and goes, "See ya, butt munches. I'll let your counterparts know they're butt munches for ya."
And he steps through after you. You feel this sense, this like your whole body is vibrating.
Nice.
And indeed, feels quite nice. And you are. It's like everything is realigning properly around you, and you step through this portal into the street. It's been a few hours for the rest of your team, trying to figure out if there's anything more they could do before making an attempt to travel to you the next day. But you step through on your own, and it seems that time did, in fact, travel a little, pass a little differently in that other world than in this one, a little faster. And you step through, and you see the rest of the team there, and you guys watch as Cyborg steps through in a big weird pimp outfit pirate thing, and Gizmo after him, and you are reunited. I'm sure there's much hugging and
I definitely come through hovering just a little bit, coat billowing.
Awesome. And there's a joyous reunion.
Ah!
I tackle.
Oh,
you tackle.
I go crashing to the ground.
Gizmo immediately like starts throwing shit, like just like garbage at the team, and like tries to like fly away.
Yeah, F you two. I'll let you go this time. But next time, if you touch my car, it's go time.
He's like, "I'm never touching any of your stupid junk ever again."
You better not touch my junk.
He's like, "Wait, no, that's not what I mean."
And with this joyous reunion, we actually well, is there anything you guys want to say in immediate response to Cyborg being back?
I think I'm still unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the heck happened, Cyborg?
I was in another
Why are you
world.
dressed as a pimp?
I was in another
Yeah,
world.
where'd you get this get up?
And you were there? And you were there? And you were there. But you weren't you. You were pirates. And well, you didn't steal things. You just kind of looked like pirates, but you sailed the seas and protected the oceanic waves and animals from the terrorizing of the real pirates. And Batman was like a giant mob boss of defense, and Aquaman was like a king, and
I mean, he is a king.
I got this foreign rum that I'm gonna replicate, and anyway, we had a pretty.
I look over at Rob at Raven, and I'm just like, "Do you think his head's on straight?"
Not a chance.
And with this happy reunion, we actually switch back to Earth 31, the pirate world. After the portal hums, stops, and closes, but the archway is still there and could be reactivated at any time. The crew is standing there, and you guys are looking at each other happily. You know, you wished your other Earth version of Cyborg farewell, and you kind of, but before you can even set off to your tasks or start to decide what you're going to do with this portal that's been left behind, you guys see something on the horizon. You immediately think, a storm? Why didn't the sensors detect anything? And you see this massive shape warp in the cloudless sky above. Outside of the atmosphere of Earth, this massive ship appears and just starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger until it's bigger. It's as big as the sky that you can see. And then there's this giant projection that the whole planet can see. There's this figure with orangish skin, bald head. It's an alien of some kind. And it says, "I am the monitor of Earth 31. This universe has been corrupted by foreign influence. Prepare yourself for cleansing procedures." And you start to see these drop ships descending onto down from this massive ship above. And you all turn it, and the shot is of this team. It zooms in close, all of you glaring up at this new threat, something greater than anything you faced. And it zooms in close to your face, Robin. You know there's a new fight on the horizon.
I pull the sword. Prepare yourself for battle.
And that's where we end this episode. And we leave our Earth 31 Titans to whatever might come next for them.
Team Titans, sail!